Hi again. For the second video, I just wanted to go over the finer details of the paper and just explain some things to you and what I have for you to help you complete the assignment. The first thing that I have for you is the From Summary to Analysis handout. And we read that last week or the week before, but that's basically addressing how to avoid summary. And what that means is, instead of telling me about your TED Talk and summarizing what the person said, give me a point, a basic claim. For our purposes, the basic claim would be, what do you think the person is doing to make their case a successful one? Then you want to illustrate it. You want to give me an example. This is where your quotations come in, which we'll talk about in a second. And then the third part of it is your explanation. So what is the connection between the point and the illustration? And what they've done on this handout is they give you a sample, they've given you some background, and what you're looking at is something like this. This is what I mean by point. In the TED Talk, Connected But Alone, Sherry Turkle uses her years of experience with internet technology to argue that our mobile devices are changing who we are. That's your point. Just a little side note, the title of your TED Talk is in quotation marks because it's a piece of a whole. And what I mean by that is it's a piece of a larger whole, like the channel that it came from. So Connected But Alone is in quotation marks. TED Talks or TEDx or TED in Espanol would be in italics. All right, so this is your point. And then, for example, Turkle discusses her almost 4 decades worth of work in the area, and says, just a reminder, verb, comma, quote, and says, in the early days, and I'm paraphrasing here, in the early days, in let's say the mid-80s, I don't remember what she said, it might be the late 80s. In the early days, the mid-80s, we were so excited about how this new technology could improve our lives. That is your illustration. And then the explanation is, this is significant because, or this is important because it shows that Turkle has been part of this world for decades, and she was an adult at the time mobile devices came around. And that's it. So this is your point. Well, how does she support her ideas? Well, she talks about all her years of experience. Well, this is the illustration, and this is the explanation. And that's what I mean by pie. And what happens is sometimes people would just have a point in an illustration and they wouldn't have an explanation. So this is the way you make sure that you're not just telling me about what the person said, you're telling me how they made their point or how they made their argument. The other thing that I have for you in the prompt is a reminder on how to use quotations. Let me get rid of this. So this was a handout on quotations, and if you recall, what it talks about is making sure you have this sandwich. The top piece of bread introduces your quote, and then the inside, the meat, the peanut butter and jelly is a quotation itself, and then the bottom piece of bread is where you elaborate on the quotation. And this is very similar, if you haven't noticed, to the pie format. They're almost the same thing, except this is specifically with quotations. And what I've done for you, well, there's samples here from the textbook that I got this from, but there are templates here. So you're not using Sherry Turkle, the Connected But Alone, but let's just say you are. To introduce a quotation, Turkle states, as a prominent academic, Sherry Turkle puts it, according to Sherry Turkle. Sherry Turkle herself writes. That's the introduction of the quote, and this is the bottom piece of bread, and this is almost like the pie paragraph with your explanation. The essence of Turkle's argument is, Turkle demonstrates that. Basically, Turkle is saying that, and that's how you use your quotations. And the sample here is this example about the island of Fiji and anorexia. We don't know who Susan Bordeaux is, and there's no explanation about it. But then when they revised it, they told you who she was. And then there's an expansion here on why this is important, why this is interesting, why this is significant. So that's what I added for you on the prompt and what you're going to be doing for paper number 2. Hit run quotations. So this is a handout on the MLA format. This takes you to the Purdue OWL, and I included this because this is basically how your paper needs to look. And it's not letting me do it. Hold on a second. Just as a reminder, you have your last name here and your page number. This is Catlin 1, and it would be Catlin 2, Catlin 3. You have the instructor's name, the class, and the date. And then you need a creative title. TED Talk is taken. TED Talk analysis is boring. The title of your TED Talk is already taken. So you need to come up with your own, and I've given you a handout here on how to do that. They give you some tips. And going back to your MLA format, I gave you this template here to where you can just open this up and start typing. To punch in your last name, just double click here, and well, it's supposed to, there you go. There you go. And this is going to be on every page that you write. And then here, click enter, and then go over and just go back to your left margin, and then just make sure that you indent each new paragraph. Okay. Make sure everything is double spaced. If you're in Microsoft Word, go here. Make sure this is at double. And the other thing that you want to make sure is that these are both at 00 because newer forms of Word adds an extra space. The other thing too is once you do your works cited page, you want to have a hanging indent. You only need one source for this works cited page, and that's going to be your TED Talk, but your indent has to be hanging, and this is what I'm talking about here. When you go, well, it's right here. It's in the prompt. All right, this is what I'm talking about. Your first line goes all the way over to the left, and then every line after that is indented once. This is all double space. And I have a couple handouts here for you. We're talking social media here. So for this one, scroll down, and you'll be using the format for this, streaming video from a website. And actually, what I'm going to ask you to do, here's the Easter egg for this assignment. If you type in these 2 words into the comments box when you submit your paper, I will add a couple points to your paper. But this is what it looks like. This is over on the far left, and this is indented. Now, I'm not requiring you to do in-text citations because we only have one source, and you're already saying according to this person, according to that person. So you don't need to say YouTube here. You don't need to say TED Talk. Just don't worry about it as long as you've introduced the person who is speaking in your quotation. All right. I think that was all I wanted to talk to you about. So good luck, and let me know if you have any questions.